In the largest prisoner exchange since Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine in 2022, a total of 780 captives have been released, 390 by each side. The exchange included both soldiers and civilians. Each country returned 270 servicemen and 120 civilians. The handover took place near Ukraine's border with Belarus. This marks the first agreement struck through direct talks between Russia and Ukraine since March 2022. The meeting, held in Istanbul last week, lasted just 2 hours but led to this significant development. The Russian Defense Ministry confirmed that those handed over included civilians and soldiers captured in recent months by Ukrainian forces, particularly in Russia's Kursk border region. The ministry said the released Russians were now on Belarusian territory and would be transported to Russia for medical checks and treatment. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky celebrated the return of his country's captives. Posting on social media, he said, and I quote, "We are bringing our people home," end quote. He emphasized the meticulous verification of every name and detail. Ukraine's coordination headquarters for prisoners of war added that the 270 Ukrainian soldiers had fought in regions across the country's east and north. These included Kyiv, Chernihiv, Sumy, Donetsk, Kharkiv, and Kherson. Among the 390 returned were also 3 women. While smaller exchanges have taken place throughout the war, none have involved as many civilians as this one. The prisoner swap has stirred international attention. US President Donald Trump weighed in on his Truth Social platform, congratulating both sides and hinting that this could lead to something big. In Ukraine, families of soldiers gathered in the country's north, hoping to be reunited with their loved ones. The emotional toll remains immense, even as relief sweeps through households awaiting long-lost relatives. The swap was one of the few outcomes of last week's meeting in Istanbul. Though no ceasefire emerged, both nations confirmed that more prisoner exchanges are planned in the coming days. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said on Friday that a second round of talks is expected soon. He mentioned that Russia will hand over a memorandum to the Ukrainian delegation in the next session. Meanwhile, Trump has claimed earlier this week that Russia and Ukraine would begin immediate negotiations toward a ceasefire. He based this on a 2-hour phone call with President Putin. President Zelensky, however, dismissed the optimism, accusing Putin of using negotiation talk to stall and continue the war. Italy's Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni has backed Trump's suggestion that the Vatican could help mediate a peace progress, but Lavrov rejected the idea, calling it not a very realistic option. Lavrov went further, questioning Zelensky's legitimacy and suggesting that new elections in Ukraine should come before any peace agreement is signed. Asked whether Russia was ready to sign a peace deal, Lavrov said, and I quote, "First we need to have a deal, and when it's agreed, then we will decide," end quote. He reiterated that once a framework is in place, Russia would determine which Ukrainian leadership figures are legitimate partners. Lavrov concluded by saying that the key is to craft an agreement that ensures lasting peace without posing new threats to Russia's security. For now, both nations remain locked in conflict, but with captives returning home and new negotiations on the table, the possibility of progress, however fragile, is alive once more.